Hey guys, welcome to PCube, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Welcome to episode 3 of the 27th Club series.
Make sure you check out our first two episodes. I'm gonna put the link for the first two episodes here.
Janis Joplin was known for her epic stage presence and her mezzo-soprano vocals. Like Jimi Hendrix, she rose to fame at the Monterey Pop Festival in 1967.
She was battling addiction at the festival. In fact, in her early 20s, due to severe depression, she became both a drug addict and an alcoholic.
It was so severe, her friends took her to her parents' home in 1965 to take care of her. She weighed only 88 pounds.
She changed her lifestyle and saw a psychiatrist frequently. She told her psychiatrist many times that she was petrified of relapsing. Unfortunately, when she moved from her parents' home to begin performing again, she relapsed badly, including shooting up heroin several times a day.
At Woodstock, she performed both high on heroin and drunk. The crowd loved her, but she did not like her performance.
Her heroin addiction and alcoholism continued to get worse. She continued to perform and introduced Me and Bobby McGee, written by Chris Christopherson, her former lover. Her heroin addiction worsened, and Janis died of a heroin overdose on October 4, 1970, just 16 days after Jimi Hendrix, and a month later than Alan Wilson.
We're going to talk about and react to Me and Bobby McGee, a legendary performance. And while many people have sang this song, there is only one Janis Joplin.
Busted flat in Baton Rouge, waiting for a train, and I was feeling near as faded as my jeans. Bobby thumbed a diesel down just before it rained and rode us all the way to New Orleans. I pulled my harpoon out of my dirty red bandana. I was playing soft while Bobby sang the blues. Windshield wipers slapping time, I was holding Bobby's hand in mine. We sang every song that Javi knew.
I have to say that I've heard this song a couple times, and I've heard like Chris Christopherson, the songwriter, also he has a rendition on that. But her voice gives me a chill. Like the first verse that she starts singing, her voice just gives me chills every single time. It's just like I cannot describe it. It's just the perfect amount of like melodic line in her voice, plus like the raspiness that we talked about when we reacted to one of her other performances. I think
Summertime.
Yeah, Summertime. Yeah. I think that one was a little different in style. Obviously, it was like a Gershwin originated. Like it was kind of like an opera thing, and then she transformed it into blues. This one for me, I like it a little better because we can hear a little bit of her like chest voice and mixed voice more, and then she adds that raspiness whenever it's needed to. That's why it's just like, oh my god, it's just like perfect. Let's go back, and then this part is, I think, leading to the chorus here.
That Javi knew. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing, I mean nothing, honey, if it ain't free. Yeah, feeling good was easy, love, when he sang the blues. You know, feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee. From the Kentucky coal mine to the California sun, hey, Bobby shared the secrets of my soul. Through all kinds of weather, through everything we've done, your Bobby, baby, kept me from the whole world. One day up near Salinas, long, I let him slip away.
like here, like for example here, if you listen to it, I'm gonna go back a little bit, like she is kind of like in a more like raspiness in her voice, and then she immediately for the next phrase she switched to like more like a gentle, softer quality. That was just, I mean, the control that she has over her voice and the phrasing and everything. It's just like, I don't know, like let's listen to this part again.
Yeah, it's crazy. Last time that we listened to her song, I didn't hear so many of her songs. So I thought this is completely her style, and in every song she used this much of raspiness, exactly like scratchy voice that she used in that song. But now that I'm hearing it here, I see how beautiful and soft her voice it is, and also such a beautiful vibratos that she used it at some points at the end of the words, that's so soft and so controlled. And then she puts also this raspiness, sometimes more, sometimes less, and it shows how much control she has and how much taste and style of her own she has, that it's just all comes naturally and comes perfect and feels enough, like it's enough vibrato, enough softness, enough raspiness. It's so perfect.
Yeah,
it's so
exactly.
nice.
And before like listen to this, like this thing that I just paused on, this reminds me of the creation of Adam by Michelangelo.
Oh, yeah.
Like, remember that?
Yeah.
I don't know, I guess it can be intentional, they got inspired by that, or maybe it was just like that little thing.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe go back a little so that we
Here.
see.
One day of Selena's long, I let him slip away. He's looking for that home, and I hope he finds it. But I train all of my tomorrows for one single yesterday, to be holding Bobby's body next to mine. Freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. Nothing. That's all that Bobby left me. But feeling good was easy down when he sang the blues. Hey, feeling good was good enough for me. Good enough for me and my Bobby McGee. La da da, la da da da, la da da la da da da, la da da la da Bobby McGee. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 Bobby McGee.
I also love that we heard, I think we didn't pay attention to it in the beginning, I think it was present, but there are some like train like beats at certain points, like before she starts kind of vocalizing like that, there were like a couple seconds that were kind of like, I guess they do it with the percussion, it represents like train. And I think it's just, it's nice that it's not like right into your face, because obviously they're talking about riding the train. But it's like, if you listen to it, you can hear it like in a subtle way that there's like some background things that also like paint that picture for you, like through the instruments. It's really cool.
I can, come on, and the Bobby, no, and the Bobby McGee.
I should say that I love the structure of this song. I think it's one of the most like perfectly like well structured songs that I've ever heard. I think every single moment is well planned, from like how the song builds up from kind of like a softer side, and even in that softer side you can still hear like the climaxes, the ups and downs, and then once as it goes, it just gets to such an intense like build up that it's kind of hard, I don't know, and it's everything, the transitions are so smooth, and then once we get to like the second half of the song, first of all, her style, like there's not like hardly any words, she's just vocalizing, but that's very impressive to like keep you like listen even though there's no words. It feels like she's singing. I don't know, it doesn't feel like that she's just using like simple syllables to vocalize. And then the way that the instruments kind of, it got a little bit faster in the last minute or so, and it kind of like exploded. It really like, I think it's helping with all the like the storytelling shape that this song is going for, and I think that's just the perfect reflection, not in just the words but also like in the entire like structure and instruments of the song.
Yeah, and also I really like the lyrics. First of all, the way that she was like singing the lyrics, it was like she's sitting with her friend, and I was feeling that, oh, okay, I'm sitting with her and she's saying telling me a memory of her, that, oh yeah, that's happened and stuff, and it felt like talking, but it was in a singing way, but it was like, yeah, I'm talking to my best friend, and she's saying like that. Beside that she really showed this and did this storytelling in the best way possible. But the lyrics was also, the text also itself was very nice, especially the part that it was saying that freedom is just another word for nothing left to lose. That's really true, because everything that you have, that you like, okay, that's mine, I don't want to lose that, either it's your identity or your personality or the thing that you like, okay, I'm a musician, or I'm an artist, or I'm a, I don't know, a engineer or something, that you take it to you and as your personality, or also materialistic stuff that you have, takes a little bit of your freedom. And when you're like, okay, I pushed away all of the things, the things that I belongs to me, either materialistic or like every other things, that it's just me, and I have nothing left to lose. This is the pure freedom. And I think it's such a very nice sentence, at least to think about. And the arrangement of the song was also very nice, and also matching the lyrics, because it was like they put a bunch of instruments, and they were like, okay, you're free to do everything you want, and all of them, they were like doing their own stuff, and when you were listening to all of the layers and all of the instruments, everybody was just doing completely different stuffs, but it didn't sound like a chaos or like very full or something. It had a very nice harmony together, and it was going very nice in a free way, but they were meeting at some place. So also that helped.
That is true. It kind of like reflects the lyrics, basically. Yeah, that was very interesting. And I love that as she got like a little more like to the climax and intense, and especially the second half of the song, the instruments, we could hear them more. I think in the first half of the song, it was, at least to me, mostly her voice that I could like pay attention to, and I really had to listen for the drums, for like the piano, guitar, and everything else. But in the second half, I think everybody just like started like in a counterpointal way to kind of, as you said, like do their own melody line, but at the same time there was some moments that they were meeting like in melody, like when she was like going like stepwise like down, and then the guitar was like replicating her. I think those were like suddenly like the moments that everything like matched, and then everything is kind of like parallel lines that they would go, and then at some point suddenly they would meet, and then they would go, I mean, it's not parallel anymore when they meet, But you know what I mean. It's like lines that go, and then they suddenly there's a point that they meet, and then they go away, like they part away from each other after that. So it kind of like, I feel like perfectly reflects the lyrics as well. And you talked about the lyrics, so I'm not going to talk about it anymore. But I love that also, like a little bit of the piano, I guess, because they're both like originated in a like blues style. That's why it kind of reminded me of a little bit of the Skynyrd solos at the end of their songs. Sometimes when we hear that, then there's like a lot of things happening, and then everyone is going crazy, and then we just hear but like a perfection blend of everything. It kind of had that feeling for me, and I think that's the beauty of, I guess, blues, because the harmonies are so smooth, and then the transitions and everything. And as you said, like, I love the way she performs, not just this song. Like, I think there is like a very, very strong element of storytelling when she performs. And I think, as I think I talked about it, I don't know if it was her song or something else, that's the highest compliment. And that's like the most like pure form of like performance to me. If you can like tell me a story or like describe something, it's not just like, oh, I'm just reading this lyrics and then I'm perfect and I'm like showing off either with my voice or with my instruments. I think that's just like so many steps before actually like performing. That's just the basics that I know everything perfectly. But yeah, that's very interesting. I mean, I can talk on and on about her performance. Her voice is just like the way that she was transitioning between different parts of her voice. I mean, raspiness aside, like the way that she was going from the chest to middle and sometimes like adding those high notes. It's just like that. It was just so smooth. I don't know how she would do that. Like it's just perfect.
I also want to say that I really like that they put it the subject of traveling as when they wanted to talk about freedom, because the first thing that comes into my mind, and maybe most of the people's mind, as like what freedom looks like is exactly like traveling. And also it's nice that they choose a train as the vehicle, because for me the most traveling vehicle that gives this feeling of, oh, okay, I'm going to travel and stuff, it's a train. And the travel subject itself, especially like the travel that I had a couple months ago with my bike, I felt the freedom in the fullest way, because at first I set a goal and set a city, and I was like, okay, at this time I want to get to this city, and I even booked a hostel there so that at certain time I would be there and then I will come back. And then as I was like, okay, but I'm not enjoying it anymore because I had to go very fast and to meet the time and then to arrive to the destination. I was like, okay, yeah, if I go like that and then take maybe this part the train so that I'm faster like that, I will meet my plans. But then after 2 days I was like, but what's the point of that? The point for me is to enjoy the way and enjoy my freedom and my free time that I have. So as I just realized, it was such a mentally changing and mentally like weird thing in the whole travel for me, was like a mental journey. And I find it very nice whenever people want to talk about freedom. It reminds them like traveling and stuff, and they also choose this subject when they wanted to talk about freedom. It really makes sense.
Yeah, that is true. Actually, that was a very, very detailed observation that you reflected it on your life. That's actually pretty cool. Yeah, so that
one of the power speeches, life-changing speeches that I sometimes do in the channel.
Yeah, but
life lessons, not life change.
That was really fun. We hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and drop your comments below. Make sure you check out the previous episodes and also come back tomorrow for the next one. If you want to support us more, there is a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Bye!